Tigers. Taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
On the double. Get set, get set.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
On the set.
It'll be 3rd and long.
325.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Ready up. 29 Phillies.
Quick release on the RPO. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get ahead.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what the player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
On the move. Fights off the defender. It's a fumble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
To the air on second down. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Here we go.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Fire.
From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Punts it out of the air. Spins away from one. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Zings it complete to the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Church. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Church. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Rice rushes to the line. Wants to throw on first down. finds his man. It's Church. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Owls have it with a first and goal. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Second down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like...
He's going to fire deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Memphis.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Burks. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll toss it to the left. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
Get set, get set.
They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Burks. Takes the easy completion. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Has to get there to move the stick. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He's got it. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Set, ready.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Intercepted to stop the threat. Lowers those pads. Past the 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Buys a little time. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Scanning the field, it's Burks. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Church. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Burks. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmy.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Memphis wants to move quickly. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The snap. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field.
Easy.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw. It's Burks. He's taking a deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Owls inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0.
29.
They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Trying to pound it in. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to pass, it's Burks. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Pocket breaking down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some.